This is Tutor Nick P, and this is Lesson 70. Today we're going to look at some different ways of saying a stupid person. Actually, there's a lot more than this, but I especially picked the ones that have the word head in it, brain in it, and skull in it. There's just a lot right there. They all mean stupid. Could they all be used with both sexes? Probably, even though when I go over it, I might point out one that's a little more likely to use with a man and one that's a little more likely to use with a female. So, well, let me just read it quick. We could say a knucklehead. Yeah, I guess maybe it's just like bones, like the idea of just bones. You only have knuckle up there, so you don't have a real brain. Bonehead, same idea, you just have bones. So it's also like there's no brain there. Airhead, yeah, exactly. No brain, just air inside there. Blockhead, yeah, kind of just like a block or a piece of stone in your head. Meathead, well, it's just like your brain is just meat. Okay. Feather brain, well, light brain, yeah, usually confused, not very smart person. Bird brain, well, bird brain and pea brain has the same idea. Birds usually are small and their head is small, so the idea is if your head is small, maybe your brain is small, so maybe you're not that smart. So the same idea with a pea brain. We know a pea, that vegetable that you eat, is very small, so your pea brain, also kind of stupid. And a numb skull, well, again, like your brain is numb, it cannot think. So, all right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the examples. I gave one example for each of these words. Knucklehead. That knucklehead will never figure it out. This is one I think it's a little more likely to use with a man than a woman. But again, it probably could go for either one. Don't be such a bonehead. I think a bonehead also a little bit more with a man. It's probably a little more likely to use it. She's such an airhead. Yeah, this one is probably more likely to be used with a female. Every word that comes out of her mouth shows she has no idea what is happening in the world. Yeah, I remember this word came about like in the 1980s. I think especially in California, there was a lot of ballet girls, and they seemed like they were just into fashion, and they didn't know anything, and they kind of like, like that. So that was kind of airhead. Yeah, so again, this is another one that means, somebody that's not smart. In the cartoon Peanuts, the Snoopy cartoon Peanuts, Lucy, often called Charlie Brown. Remember, Charlie Brown is Snoopy's owner, master. Often called Charlie Brown a blockhead. Yeah, that word was common in that cartoon. We used to hear that blockhead a lot at that time. In the old, so blockhead, I think, also used a little bit more with a male. In the old TV show All in the Family, the character Archie Bunker, yeah, he was the father-in-law, used to refer to his son-in-law as a meathead. Well, obviously they didn't agree. They definitely had different political opinions. And, but anyway, this was his way of calling him stupid. Again, like the brain is just meat, not smart at all, so we called him meathead. All right, number 6. So this is another one more likely for a man. Don't take her for a feather brain. I think a little more likely with a girl or female. She is smarter than she looks. Yeah, kind of like a silly, sort of forgetful person that's kind of stupid. We say feather brain. Bird brain. That bird brain doesn't know what she is doing. Yeah, I think it's another one that a little more likely to use with a female than a male. Bird brain. You will never be able to explain it to Carol. Her pea brain just can't handle it. Maybe this one could go either way, male or female. But again, pea brain, small brain, not that smart. All right, what kind of numbskull are you? Yeah, I think this one's a little more often with a guy. Numbskull, to be used with men. You cannot say that to the boss. Okay, good. Well, I hope that clarifies it. It's a little fun sometimes to look at. We have so many words in English to say that somebody's not that smart. Again, there are many others besides this word, but I focused on the ones, especially on the ones that have the word head, brain, and skull in it. Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Bye-bye.